those of you who've heard me talk before know that it is really my very strong conviction that we are in this world for one and only one reason. We're not in this world to have a career. It's not why we're here. We're not in this world to have a relationship. We are not in this world to have families. All those three things are personal choices that can be expressions of the fundamental reason you're in this world. But there is a reason more fundamental than any of that. And that is, we are in this world to grow. We are in this world to grow our own creative energy. And in growing that creative energy, come to understand its fundamental essence. We are in this world to grow. And you know, understanding that is really an amazing thing. If you really get it, then the thing is, whenever you're confused about anything, and I don't know about you, but I know in my day, there are a lot of times I get confused. I have a lot of stuff coming at me from lots of different directions, and I'm trying to take it all in. Sometimes I need to refocus myself, and I do that simply by reminding myself I am in this world to grow. And then more deeply activating the mechanisms in me, my own conscious mechanisms that I have cultivated for my life to take in all the input and circulate it and hold it until I am clear about what it is I have to speak to in the current moment. It's really pretty simple. It's not complicated. Understanding that we're in this world to grow gives us a place to go whenever we're stressed or confused. And growing takes every single experience that we have in our life, pleasant or painful, doesn't matter. In fact, you know, we probably learn more from the painful experiences we have in our life than we do from the pleasant ones. That's sort of one of the underlying themes of the Four Noble Truths of the Buddha. We learn how to take in everything, every experience as nourishment, every experience as learning experience, and internalizing the energy of that experience, not the tension. We become closer and closer and closer to our own core. And that for me is really this is an important understanding. It encompasses every aspect of yoga. But there's a deeper thing a deeper part of it that I don't think I've really ever spoken to. And you know, I try not to describe too much the outcome of the process, because, you know, if you actually do it, you're going to find out, and you get to describe it for yourself instead of having to sort out my description of it. And if you're not going to do it, it doesn't matter anyway. Why should I bother? But I want to tell you one thing about growing that is really a good thing to know. And that is, there is, we are growing, and you might ask, what does that mean, and how do I do it? And, apart from circulating the energy. Well, what does it look like? Did anybody ever have to explain to a seed how to become a tree? Did anybody ever have to explain that? Is there like a school for seeds? They go, they get a manual, Here is the manual for becoming a tree. Well, of course not. And in each of us, there is a seed. There is a place in each of us that knows. There's a place in us that knows what to do and how to do. It knows. Rudy used to say, the only thing I ever remember that he quoted, which was even slightly biblical, was, ask and you shall receive, seek and you shall find, knock and it will be opened unto you. And it was in the company of his guru Nityananda that he learned to ask, to seek, to knock, to ask in his own heart to grow. And he learned to ask in his own heart to grow with great sincerity. In asking to grow, you are unifying all the different conversations going on in your head and in your heart, and you are bringing those conversations going on inside you to a singular, deeper place. A deeper place that is extremely powerful and knows what it wants to do. I've used the analogy sometimes. I've said, where is health? Where's health? Does anybody know where health is? I heard it was up on 49th and Glisson. Is health there? Health is within. Health is within. And, if you have the understanding and a couple of simple little tools, you can access your own resource. And health knows what to do. The health in you knows how it wants to express itself. That's a whole nother seminar. We'll talk about that later. In the same way, the understanding of how to and what to express as growth is present inside you and never needs touch your mind, except maybe in the form of a vision of your future. For instance, 40 years ago, I knew I was going to be here. 40 years ago, I knew I was going to be here. I didn't exactly know where here was. I actually didn't know it was in Portland, Oregon. I thought it was in Boston. Thought here was in Boston, but it turned out not to be. So I just kept moving. But I did know I was going to be in a place, a facility like this, that was beautiful and that was populated by beautiful, thoughtful, sincere, well-educated, capable people like you guys. And I knew it was going to be a place for serious spiritual practice. And I also knew that I wanted it to reflect in every way the beauty and the fineness of my teacher and the love that I experienced in his company. I knew that. I knew that growing would bring me to this. And so, you know, for each of you, in your own unique way, there is a place in you that knows. There is a place in you that is the finest place there is, and it knows what it wants to do, how it wants to express. And you know, by now, there are all kinds of scientific studies that pretty much undermine the idea that there's such a thing as free will. But there is a place in you beyond your free will that, which is, you know, mostly our struggle for control. And I know most of you have gotten exactly what you want out of your life and are demonstrating perfect control on a daily basis, but that's a place I haven't come to yet. Or maybe it's a place I left behind a long time ago. Letting go of our limited idea of who and what we are. Letting go of what we think we need. And you know, God forbid you should ever get what you want. Most people I know who ever gotten what they want have to live with it for the rest of their lives, and they're sitting there for the next 30 or 40 years scratching their heads and saying, why did I ever want this? Letting go of all of our tensions and insecurities and our need to control, and making contact with that place inside us that knows what it wants to express as it grows in support of and pursuit of growing. Making contact with that place and holding that contact will bring about the expression in your personal life of an unimaginable possibility. This is my personal experience. And so, you know, the way you do it is you turn your attention inside and becoming aware of your breath. Relax your body. Make contact with each chakra. Try to relax the tensions around it and bring some. If you hold that, then the chakras will automatically start to expand. And simply asking, as sincerely as you can, but not in a frantic manner, to grow spiritually. Keep doing that until you come to an authentic place within yourself where you have reached through all your own bullshit and are now making contact with that which is alive in you. And just take a little time every day to make that contact and hold that space and, slowly, 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 the understanding will arise within you. And not only that, as it arises within you, it attracts its own capacity, or its own pathways for self-expression. There is a place in you that knows. It knows. And when you are feeling frustrated and tense and frightened and insecure or whatever, confused, you're not connected to that place in you that knows. But it's not rocket science to make that connection and hold that space and really allow the innate intelligence of life itself, which is alive in you, to begin to function and express itself. Understanding that you're in this world to grow brings a groundedness, a settledness, and a certainty to our hearts and minds that is in no way. The amazing thing about this certainty is it's not limited. It's not like we know, some wrong thing. We have created the foundation upon which it becomes possible for us to know everything that will ever be meaningful in our lives. Our growing awareness will make us better human beings, more sensitive and caring and aware human beings. Will make us better in service to whatever creative expression it is that is trying to happen from within us. Will make us better in our jobs. It will make us better in our relationships. It will make us better parents. In growing, we confront this enormous ambiguity which is our life, and making contact from our core with that ultimate creative force, we engage that energy and create our life in contact, alignment, and flow with the truth upon which all life on Earth and all life in the solar system and in the galaxy and the universe is based. There is a singular truth. There is a singular place that knows that truth. It's simple it's simple to establish yourself in the enduring, living experience of that truth. And there's no other reason to be alive. And the only reason I'm sitting here is to support you in your effort to reach and hold that space. And in your endeavor, I sincerely wish you well. Good night, everybody. Thank you for being here.